about the practical approach to mobilizing to curb insecurity. I'll share experience with you when I was state director in Bauchi. Most of you will remember an incident in Azari. A group of terrorists, the Boko Haram, then had invaded Azari. They were shooting in an attempt to kidnap, and the community chased them. They killed some members of the community, but the community members killed all of them. The last guy, Khalid, climbed onto a tree and was firing. The community stood, they were resilient, and they killed Khalid. Since that day, there has not been one terrorist attack in Azari. As a matter of fact, the former head of state, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, said, and I quote, "If we want to stop or curb this terrorism, we shall emulate the Azari example." Tafawa Balewa also happened to be a local government in Bauchi that was always in flames. And the people of Bogoro and some part of Tafawa Balewa, where the Sayawas are, rose up on one occasion. They knew their terrain better, climbed onto trees and mountains. And when the invaders came, they did not only repel them, they seized their weapons. And since then, you can attest to it that you hardly hear about Tafawa Balewa again. What I'm trying to say, the practical approach to mobilizing people, is that you have to get everyone involved. You do not expect the Nigerian Army, police, DSS, to protect every Nigerian or every community. It is not going to work. In the US, if you visit someone in the house, you will be shocked that when and I ask him, "Why are you putting gun here?" He say, "Well, if they are chasing someone and he enters my house, I'll shoot him first." And that is the layer we have to start thinking about. How can you create first line of defense? The military, police, and other security agencies are to deal with the bigger ones, the organized ones. But it is impossible for us to deploy it to every community in the country. It is unimaginable that any security agencies that has the resources to do it. So as we live here, we all belong to one community or the other. What we have to start experimenting is how we can make the community to prepare first, if the first line of defense for us.
Now that you listen to it, you see, the state at which Nigeria is now, the first line of defense will be the people. I totally support that communities prone to this terrorist attack should be armed. Trust me, if you have, say, 10, 20 able youths in the community trained within 1 month, and you give them weapons, they would, at least, it is even better they die trying to defend their land than just be there like sitting dogs, being slaughtered like chickens. Look, let me tell you, every day, people are being unalived in Plateau State. Every day. Yesterday, some people that went to, is it an occasion, on their way back, it's usually when they're attending an occasion or coming back from an occasion, they'll be ambushed and they'll be unalive. Now, you don't see this on the internet. So if you're in Northern and you are angry that they must, I heard some youth saying that they must be unalived, they must be hanged, you tend to look as if this insecurity thing is about, anytime you hear terrorists unaliving Southerners, you get a feeling of refreshment that yes, we have, muna kashe arna. They feel like they are unaliving infidels. The lives of infidels are infidels, so if they unalive them, it doesn't matter. Now that is your psychology. If you have that psychology, the truth here is this. If we can't have a stable economy with a thriving insecurity, never. We can't have a stable economy with a thriving insecurity. Our naira is becoming worthless. Markets, it's a simple economic ideology. The lesser the supply, the higher the price. Now, when farm produce are not there to supply to the market, supply in the market will become small, thereby leading to higher prices. If we have plenty eggs flooding the market, over time the prices will go down. If we have plenty gari flooding the market, the price will go down. But how can we have gari flooding the market when cassava, which is used to produce gari, some miscreants are busy uprooting cassava and feeding their cows with it? So I doff my hat for the DSS of the Director General of the DSS. It shows that they know what they should do. They know what they are doing. He is smiling about it. They know what they are doing. But some people somewhere have a dastard agenda aimed at annihilating the South for the purpose of reclaiming Nigeria for an Islamic state. Let me use this opportunity to talk the Hausas. Now, I respect Islam. I respect whatever religion you are practicing. But do not let a group of people deceive you that they brought religion to you, and because of the religion they brought to you, you should be subservient to them. And because they finished conquering you, they are now attempting to take their subservient moves or subservience agenda to the rest of the country. As a Hausa man, you should learn to distinguish yourself. The Hausa was once a pride of its land that has its territory,